Here you go, geometry. This is video 5 of 5 of the Unit 3 test. This has question 14, which has 3 different parts. It's 14 part I, part II, and part III. So each of those 3 parts down here will be worth 1 point each. So we're going to go 1 point here. We're going to go 1 point on double I and 1 point on triple I. And yes, you do have to have the entire portion of it finished and complete and correct, in order to get that point. So part I says, which of the following describes the angle relationships between 8 and 9? So I'm going to kind of circle them up here. Here's 8 and here's 9. And it says, circle all that apply. So I'm just going to kind of go through this whole gamut of them. Alternate interior. No, they're on the same side of the transversal. So they are not alternate anything. So B, I can throw out that alternate. Corresponding, same side of the transversal, both above or below the line. So those are both interior angles, so they are not corresponding. These are same side interior angles. So D needs to be circled. Then the next one, E, says complementary, means that they add up to 90 degrees. And these 2 things will not add up to 90 degrees. They actually add up to 180. They are supplementary. Same side are supplementary. They add up to 180. We do not know that they are congruent. They could be congruent if they were both right angles. But I don't know that. And linear pair, they are not a linear pair. So for part I, you need to have both D, and it actually says D and D, but you have to have D, same side interior, and D, supplementary, both selected, and nothing else. If you have something else selected along with it, you did not get the point for that. Part II says, which of the following describes the angle relationship between 9 and 11? So 9 and 11, you can see that line B is their transversal. So they are both on the same side of the transversal. So again, they are not alternate anything. Okay, same side of the transversal. This side, they're not both inside. One is an interior, one is an exterior. So these are corresponding. So they are not same side interior. They are corresponding. And I know that corresponding angles are congruent. E. So that they are not supplementary or complementary, and they are not a linear pair. So they are both C corresponding and E congruent. And for III, for that last part, it says that the measured angle 8 up here is 3x plus 12. And the measured angle 9 is 2x plus 3. And the measured angle 11 over here is 6y minus 9. So I just kind of label those, and then it wants me to find both x and y. So for x, down here, for x, and you can refer back to your picture as you need to. For x, I see that angle 8 is 3x plus 12. It's angle 8. And angle 9 is 2x plus 3. And I have already said in part I that 8 and 9 are supplementary. So these add together to equal 180. So 3x and 2x is 5x. 12 and 3 is 15. That equals 180. So that means 5x, when I subtract 15 on both sides, is 165. And I divide by 5, and x is 33. Now it says you have to find x and y, so to get the whole point, you also have to find y. Now let me kind of jump back up here. X is 33. So once I know that, if x is 33, I can plug that in down here for angle 9. 2 times 33 plus 3 is 66 plus 3. So this angle 9 is actually 69 degrees. That's how big that is. That's 69 degrees. I could do the same thing for 8. 3 times 33 plus 12 is 66 plus 12. This is 70. No, I'm sorry, that's 99. Change that. 3 times 33 is 99. Plus 12 is 111 degrees. So angle 8 is actually 111, and angle 9 is actually 69. So if I think about what I did in part II, it says 9 and 11. 9 and 11 we said are corresponding, so they are congruent. So that means that the 6y minus 9 has to be the same as angle 9. So it has to be equal to that 69 degrees. So add 9 to both sides. 6y is equal to 78. And divide by 6, and y is equal to 13. You did have to have both parts in all 3 sections to earn the point for that section. So as I look through, if you have any questions, and if you're still stuck on some things, don't be afraid to come in and ask me for some extra help. I also offer tutoring on Tuesdays if you would like to come in for free tutoring on Tuesdays. That's the end of the Chapter 3 test key.